unstoppable on this map. But kicking things off here with that P1, I'm seeing K once again joined by Sirius popping off on the hard.
I love Blossus. It's a great map, great for banging out here. You're going to see Florida take advantage of this hill right away, but Mike is going to pick up 2 and another contest. He gets the 3rd. What a great play by him, and they are going to maybe look at pushing through here for this P2 spawn.
Yeah, we'll see if they can break themselves on open. There's still 30 seconds on P1. I think it's going to get flipped a little bit. That number 7 player, Redan, going to be the only one really to beat here. Does get taken down. Hayden picks that up. Mike in the hill was 4-0. Does finally go down. So last 17 seconds or so on that P1 left over. Number 4 player, Astro Lily, I mean, something like that. Lil Fi is going to try to go for that. Does get taken down. Florida Puppeteers trying to push towards the back here. They're stuck in this P1 for now. Number 2 player just being annoying. That was Hayden. Mike, this guy's got quite the beam here going with this AR right now. He's kind of a scary guy on the map, but you're gonna see the side of Toronto try to hold things down for now. They've got the rotation. They've got the number 5 player, McBain, in the back. You got to deal with. They don't know he's here, and he's going to start being a menace.
Yeah, McBain's going to be able to pick up 3 kills there. Great shots by him. But Florida's still spawning out here. You have Toronto spawning in the back. He's going to get picked up there by Redan. Redan's going to pick up 2 there. Mike fighting for his life here. Gonna make sure they spawn out, but they pick them up here.
That's gonna be great. I mean, 30 seconds left. They're spawning these guys hardcore stature right now, so we're gonna see the sub players start getting active on the 4 streak now, making it a 5 as Redan gonna be very annoying. Another couple players to beat is gonna pick up another gonna just push on in, keep pushing the gunny on a 7. Very close. If you can get maybe the early time on next hill or get another kill, he'll have that Hellstorm in the back pocket. But Tyler pushing for these spawns already. This number 8 player, I mean, this Florida Puppeteers team, all they care about is spawns. We love to see that. They're always worried about the next hill, always worried about getting future time. They'll worry about the current time later. Picks up a nice kill there. And you're gonna see Redan still hasn't died yet. Gets another kill just like that. We'll have that Hellstorm in the back pocket. Is 10-3 on the map as well. Finally. Oh, jeez. I mean, Astro, Little Fi gonna be very annoying on Astro.
Yeah, Puppeteers definitely understand Hardpoint as a game mode itself. It looks like they're focusing on spawns first, kills second, and then they're pushing out on 3rd. Great way to play your hardpoints if you're looking to improve yourself. And that's exactly what they're doing. Redan looking for a kill here on P1, maybe looking for a pincher, but he's going to see nothing. Mike with 1 kill on the hill there.
POV is kind of crazy. You get some crazy snaps going, but Hayden in the hill trying to fight for his life, had that dead body just spamming his screen for random. But Mike is going to be here trying to hit those wall bounces, try to get this early kill. Is going to pick it up, but only a couple seconds left on this time. They're going to start rotating 4 new, and you're going to see the side of Toronto just kind of hitting the front, right? They're going to start rotating towards the back from the front by the looks of it. Florida Puppeteers have a couple players spawn out. They're going to push right on back in. Hayden, though, going to unintentionally hit like a perfect flank here. Behind a couple players, picks up 1. His teammate's going to be there, helps get some early damage. He picks up that 2nd just like that. Hayden is going to be here to help on the hill now as well. One last player to beat. Gets taken down, actually. Iron Rings might be him.
Yeah, Iron Ring had a great play there. You have the Toronto team here looking at maybe holding this hill for another 30 seconds. You have all of Florida flooding the front with, well, you got 1 in P1 here. He's able to pick up Hayden, and he's going to get another gun work. And they're fighting for the last 19 seconds of this hill.
I like the beauty of this map is you could fight for like anything. And we see teams do it all the time. But P1 is going to be next up. See the side of Toronto just trying to be annoying, get some pressure towards this last little P5, P4, whatever. But we're going to see the rotation to this P1. Side of Toronto going to have spawns they want on that blue side. They want to hold this down, make sure they can chain P1 to P2. I mean, P1's going to be a little contest heavy, but they want to make sure they don't lose anything. The number 7 player, Redan, is going to push towards the back. Definitely the player you want to send doing that, but is going to get spotted out nice early. Now you got to beat out Mike. Almost does it, but Mike is going to finish things off. This guy is absolutely insane in the back. But gun work down, trying to push into this hill. 2 players to beat. Almost gets the first, does go down, but the trades do come in as McBain picks up 2. Astro, though, now going to try to push in themselves. Picks up 1. Is going to know at least 1 more players here, but there are 2. Gets a 2nd, has the help there. But 1 last player to beat that. It's going to be Nyler. Hayden picks that up. They give this last bit of time. 20 seconds remaining. He's going to get hit out a few more times. You got to think Toronto will have the spawns for now.
Yeah, and you know, Toronto's doing a really good job at holding the statue side of this hill. I believe that you should always have someone on statue to make sure no one's pushing through to that P2 side of the map. And you also get a lot of help on that P1 as well. It controls P1, and you can have guys just hop into the hill right away, and it works perfectly for this map.
Yeah, I mean, it's working great at the moment. You love to see it happen. Florida Puppeteers push from the front. 3 players going to be up. 2 going to go down. Make it a third as Mike finishes off the last one there. He picked up 2. Hayden got 1. One more player from middle goes down. Now you're going to see the statue respawn. We're going to see a couple probably hit middle as they're going to hit the front as well. 35 seconds remaining on this time. We're going to see these teams try to hit this one out. You can see Iron Rings and McBain pick up 2, but the trades are going to be in. McBain picks up another. Gunwork, though, trying to clean up. One last player to beat is going to be Iron Rings. Not going to get it done. They get the close spawn. 20 seconds remaining. Trying to rotate themselves to P3 at the moment. Iron has to deal with a lot here, but he is going to get himself hopefully pushed through here as he's going to try to fight over P1 a bit.
Yeah, that was a great win by Iron on that P2 there. 20 seconds is a lot here with this close game, and it also spawned all of his Florida teammates in the back of that hill. But now they're going to move to this next hill on P3. Looks like there's a little action going on in the tunnel there, and he's going to get picked up.
See a lot back and forth right there as both teams kind of just checkered pattern on the kill feed there. But Iron Rings, the restreak at the moment in this hill. He hears that trophy popping off. He's gonna know something's happened. Checks tunnel, nothing going on. His teammates pick up all 4 from the front. They're not gonna push for those spawns, but they'll take this time. So we'll see how this one's gonna go. Toronto Falters pushing back. We've got 4 players. One going through P1. He's gonna hit tunnel. He's gonna have something to beat. But Redan picks up 2. McBain picks up 1 as well. And just like that, this Florida team having a perfect P4 at the moment. They broke on in. They've held it ever since. But they're gonna try to push. They want some map control. They know the next hill P4 is gonna be very important. See a couple players still playing towards old. We're gonna see all these guys start to move over for new. Toronto have these spawns. This is exactly where they want to be at the moment. But they've got a couple players they're going to have to beat. Bane and Kill pushing in. One player from the front, that's going to be Iron. Redan from the back does get taken down by Mike Snade, so that's going to be very helpful. Gunwork knows something's going down, is watching the back.
And can he get the second? He got 1 there in the back. He gets 2. He's going to keep his team spawning in the back as Florida spawns out for this new hill. And let's see, we have 3 on statue here and 1 in P1 for the Florida Puppeteers. Let's see if they can get a kill here. He gets 1.
Staying alive there is big as well, but now they're trying to push in with this pistol in hand. Got the nuke, but he picks up a Dravik. Doesn't get much happen. He does call out that all 4 are there because he spots them all. But 30 seconds left on this P4. We're going to see Gunwork. I love to see this. Pushing through the middle of the map, just being very annoying from that back. It's a quick hit here, but Iron Rings and Co. They kind of break on in. They end up dying pretty quick. 15 seconds left on that time. You see Gunwork. They did hit hey, they hit the flip. That's exactly what we want, right? There's only 10 seconds left on this P4. We're ready already now. 4 P1, P2 Roto. You've got at least 1. I do believe you have 1 Hellstorm in the back pocket over on the side of Florida. So Redan's still going to have that. And Gunwork working on 1 as well. Yeah, Gunwork is going to get that fully secured.
Yeah, if you're Toronto, you got to be feeling good here. You held that hill for a really long time, and you're moving on to P1. And you also have those P2 spawns after this P1 here. Gunwork's going to be able to pick up 1 in P1 here. Oh, great nade by Iron Rings.
Yeah, Astro, annoying. Making sure that player can't sneak through the P2 side. Gets right back in the hill with the sub. Got some team help. Gets some of those trophies. Iron Rings, though, immediately going to hit that frag. Gets 2. Nyler with 1. That's going to be their chance to maybe push through here. They got the opportunity. 1 player to beat. Going to be Mike on that side P2. Picks up 1, picks up 2. Gonna get some help over the top as well from middle. Picks up a 3rd. Can he get the 4th? Looking for the quad. Doesn't quite get the aces. Gunwork gonna help him out. So just like that. 32 and 24 on the map. Make it 25. Great job over here on the P1. This is gonna be a mixy back and forth to finish this game off here coming up. But Florida Puppeteers trying to break on out. They know they've got to get these spawns. There's a little bit of a mixy portion of the map here as we see number 4 player spawned way out over towards P4 Narnia there. But Iron Rings now. He knows his teammates are pushing up, trying to help him out. Astro picks up 1. Is going to just delay for now before going down. The rear is going to get blocked. Now Toronto Falters. Got to be careful with this front push. Oh, picks up McBain with 3?
Yeah, Toronto did a really good job there making sure no one was coming through the back of that hill and picking him off and flipping him out there. But, you know, Florida just said, we're going to flood the front and see what we could do about it. And they were able to get in there. But, you know, it got a little dicey and Toronto stayed with the hill there. And it looks like Gunwork's going to push up and get taken out. But overall, really good hill by Toronto so far.
We're going to see Florida Puppeteers going to hit that 210 mark. We're going to see the rotation happening to P3. Mike going to be first one here. Not the guy you want to see there. If you're Iron Rings, you see that guy peeking around the corner, you're probably going to die. But Astro just going ham over towards that statue side once again, just being annoying, delaying as long as he can. Calls out to his teammates. Mike now on a 5. Trying to go towards that cruise missile as well. They already have one for either team. We'll see those gold in. I'm imagining on this hill, but the side of Florida Puppeteers trying to break on in. They get some of those early kills. Now they're going to get another. Gun work now. Trying to make something happen. One from bottom tunnel is going to get a kill. That's McBain. Very good at securing those. 38 and 28 on this map. Toronto Falters, though, still trying to push from that front. They've got the God Heady side. No one on the God Heady, though. Redan in the back blue crate, just doing a great job. Iron Rings from the front. Florida Puppeteers getting some phenomenal time. They're going to need 14 more to end the map. Astro going to push on in. Needs a little bit of help, though. One player underneath is very weak. The push is here.
Yeah, and Toronto doing whatever they can to hold this hill here. But you also have Florida going to the next hill. They're making this rotation. You also really want to hold these last scrap seconds if you're Toronto to get this game as close as possible. But Toronto, they have spawns for this new hill of Florida. They're slowly trying to collapse. And it looks like they have 3 front statue.
Yeah, they had 4 from the front. Now only going to be 2 left. Make it 1. This is probably going to be last-ditch effort. You got to think 12 seconds. This one's over. They're going to spawn a little bit in Narnia, but they've got one last chance to hit this. There's nothing going to work on the map. You just got to send it. 4 seconds left. Nathanson's not going to be able to do anything. Redan going to be the first one in. Has some help. 2 for 2 on the map. Make it a 3 for 3. It's going to be Iron Rings. He's got to stay alive. His teammates trying to get back here. He needs 10 seconds to win this one. Toronto going to need 3. It's contested. He picks up another kill on a 4. Is going to get shot. His teammates have to get on. They're going to do just that. But Hayden here to shut him down. Wins it 250 to 240. As Toronto, they clutch up on the P3. They break in with what, only 14 seconds to losing the map left on that one. They were struggling to get anywhere near it. They finally break in. They break the time. They keep the spawns of the P4 side. They get the initial on P4. They do a phenomenal job holding it. Florida tries to make a desperation play at the end. Almost gets it to pay off, but Toronto get it done in the end. 15. So I might be taking Toronto if that's the case. So we're going to have a little gunwork POV here and see how things go. But Florida Puppeteers bomb in hand. They've got themselves some mid-map control. They get the first blood as well as Iron Rings gets the cross map made there. Mike, though, with the first blood on his squad. Gunwork with 1. Almost gets a second. Going to make it a 2v2 on the map. Make it a 1v2 as Mike and Astro versus Neeler.
1v2 situation here for Florida. Toronto. They are up with 2 players. Neeler is going to be able to grab the bomb here. Maybe look at bringing it to B here. But looks like Toronto is going to go A. He might get great timing here. Let's see if he lays the bomb down.
So great. Oh, no, they're just playing it safe. They have no information right now on where this last player was, so now they're going to have a lot of information. 1v2.
Planted for that side of the bomb.
Is he going to check his left corner? He's not. Astro free kill. Calls around.
Yeah, I think that was a really good play by Neeler, honestly. He did plant for that side, but how are you going to know where they are? I'm thinking that maybe Toronto has wrapped into my spawn or something like that.
Yeah,
but 1v2 situations, even 1v1s are always tough. But
yeah, especially on a map like this, like you're checking every corner and stuff, and then like the one corner you don't check, the guy's just chilling there. Like, all right, cool, but it is what it is. But we see a nice start there for the side of Toronto, but now they are going to be on the offensive side. We'll see where they take this bomb. Florida Puppeteers is going to be on defense. We'll see if someone decides to counter Mike with the boomstick. We're going to go B side here, and I think this is a great idea. Mike's got the boomstick all the way in the back corner. Iron Rings, though, going to hit very quickly. The side solar is going to get the side peek. Gets 1, gets a second, gets some help. And just like that, great break open, but Mike with the sniper, the boomstick already heating it up. It'll be a 3v2. Hayden and Mike versus the 3. McBain picks up 1, almost gets a second on the flank, but now going to be a 1v2 for Hayden.
Yeah, you hate to see Mike go. I'd like to see him get another snipe there, but he got his 1, and you got to appreciate that. I mean, it's hard to use these snipers, especially with no attachments in the GAs. But we got a 1v2 situation, but this time for Florida, they are up in numbers, and it looks like Hayden does have bombs, so he's going to maybe wrap over towards P5 here and maybe look for a pick. He knows that guy's top window, and he's going to get taken out by a Puppeteer.
such a tough gunfight to try to take there. And just like that, going to be tied up 1-1 as both teams taking their early defenses. But it's a great play we saw from the side of Florida early on that solar. Like he sneaks up on top solar, doesn't peek towards the way outer where the sniper's going to be. He doesn't know the sniper's going to be there, but he's just trying not to get spotted. Lays down on the corner of the solar panels itself and gets that early kill. Would have probably got a second, but his teammates there to help him out regardless, which is great, right? You want your teammates there to help you out. So Florida does a great job from the very start of that round. But now Florida back on offense. We'll see. Can they be the first team to take an offense? We'll see. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, you wanna see an offense win, but it looks like Florida is just absolutely running towards B here, and they have Gunwork cornered almost. But Hayden's gonna pick up one. A trade comes in for Gunwork. 4-4 here. Mike with his gunny, he has a great shot. He's looking for that other player on Florida. He knows he's maybe close. We'll see what he can do here, and he runs right over him.
Yeah, this player's completely unaccounted for then. That's big for Redan. They're now going to be a 2v2. Redan's pushed up. No one knows that he's here. So, but he is going to get spotted quick from that platform player. Get some damage down. Isn't going to get the kill, but they got this bomb in hand. Going to be a 2v2. Toronto is split up right now. So we're going to take this bomb. Looks like they want to rotate towards A. They have no idea where Astro is, obviously. And he's just going to be sitting in this mid corner, waiting for any info on A. Maybe some noise. Going to wait for a stunner and nade to come over top. He's going to push right into these players as he's laying down low ring. He's got one player above him, one going that long dirt. They've got to get to this bomb. Takes 5 seconds to plant. Astro gets the info, calls it out, picks up that first kill, goes for the second, gets that as well, and calls the round just like that. Toronto Falters looking pretty good once again as they go up 2-1.
And I absolutely love that play out of Toronto there. As a player, you want to maybe get to your teammate as soon as possible in a 2v2 or a 1v2 situation. But I think it's completely okay to be sitting in a corner, waiting to get info or maybe get a pick. That was a great play by Toronto.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, love to see it. Toronto playing nice and clean at the moment, making sure they're not just pushing for no reason at all, giving up their lives. Because what does that accomplish? Literally nothing. No one wants to play like I play on the map, I guess. Hey, I'm just trying to have fun out here. But I'm just kidding. But
Astro, all his different play styles.
Yeah, for real. But Florida doing that like side peek again, but they're gonna send that player through the middle. We got a heavy dirt push like outer right here towards A as Gunwork gets the first blood. Now we're gonna push on up towards this A bomb site. Gunwork, first one through. They know a player's top window. They have no idea there's a player ring right now. Iron Ring's over by a ring, picks up one, is gonna spot the second, gonna go for the chow. Mike's up the sniper, almost gets his head ripped off, but Iron Ring stays alive for now. Astro gets him very weak, is going to be known though. So Redan picks that up. Now going to be a 2v3.
Yeah, and Toronto's doing a really good job at getting information here. They're shouldering a lot. We love to see that out of players on this map, especially on this map, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies you could get caught in here.
Well,
Mike is going to go for a wrap here.
Mike just killed the player on the bomb and lost his teammate at the same time. They have no idea where he's at. They've completely lost him. He's got to get this player off the bomb. The other players now we're not going to be in position to be able to stop this, but he is going to have to try to spot him out. Mike is just jumping around. I thought maybe he was going to get it. He placed the timing perfect though, and Iron Rings no time to defuse the bomb, and Mike is literally Timothy. As it's going to be a nice 3-1 lead now for Toronto as they win that 2v3 towards the end there.
Yeah, I love that wrap play by Mike there. I don't know if he saw him on the bomb or not. I think he was just checking, but
yeah,
it paid
sure.
off.
I mean,
played his timing great.
My guess is he went on a really long flank route, so he knew that the chances someone was on the bomb were very heavy, so very high. So he just had to check it, especially because he's in the 1v2. So the chances they're just gonna pop it and have one look over is so high, right? But he gets lucky. Second player wasn't quite in position to trade out. Now you're gonna see side of Florida down 2 rounds, have to try to make a play here. They're pushing through the middle map. One player gets too long very fast. That's Iron Rings. Picks up 1 on a 3 streak now.
Iron Ring's looking for this pinch here on top blue, and he's able to get him in this P3 spot. Picks up an AR, maybe looking at a guy for P5, but Mike here with an AR on P5. Can he catch this guy planting the bomb? He will. He knows bomb is down on A, and he has another one coming behind him on the pinch. He gets the info as well, though, in a 1v3, but he's going to get taken out.
I love the confidence from Mike, but he's going to get taken down there. Like you said, that's going to end the round. Nice offensive round one from Florida. Very nice and quick. Iron Rings just kind of sneaks right through long, right? Has the look over from an AR and just pushes right on up with that sub, gets the first blood. from the player kind of crossing towards mid over by bomb site and immediately gets the flank on top window, picks that kill up as well. And, you know, once you're in a 2v4, rounds kind of a little bit different, that's for sure, especially on a map like Exposure. So now 2-3, down only 1 round are the Florida Puppeteers. We'll see what Toronto's got in the bag for their offensive side. Is side of Florida going to be on defense? And Iron Ring still on that 4 streak, so you never know. Maybe watch for a hellstorm out of him.
Yeah, and it looks like Astro. Oh, he gets naded. What a great nade by Reedon there. Gunwork is going to sit in P5. Did he see that guy? I don't think. And then we got Reedon heading back to ring to check and see if he sees anybody. He's going to catch one, see him go long as he follows. And he gets sniped by Mike. What a shot by Mike. Wow.
Oh, Mike
Get the sniper in this guy's hands. Mike is tearing up with the sniper.
I love this.
Oh, and Iron getting information.
He
knows
he's trying to
going.
go for ninja. He's getting spotted though. He was trying to go for a ninja there. He's got to get out of there. He's got Mike chasing him down of all people. Not great here. Iron Ring's on a 5, trying to make it a 6. He's gonna get spotted out. He's gonna smoke himself out. I like it. He's gonna get pushed from 1 from either side. Almost gets out though. He's trying to sneak away. He goes a little too high up though, so they spot his name tag and take him out. But 4-2 lead now for Toronto, and I want to see the Mike snipe back so bad, but unfortunately we'll never see that again.
It's unfortunate, but wow, great shots by Gunwork there. Yeah. I thought he was gonna get out there through P5, but unfortunately he was not able to. But Mike is the man here. He is putting down the law with this sniper here. Does he pull it out again? I don't know. We will see.
He's got the M15 out now. Let's see the he's got the M15 in back pocket, but he's cross map nading right now. Not going to get much out of that. Florida taking this bomb over towards the B side. No one there to obviously counter. At the moment, we see obviously we got X-ray and we got the full mini map. But one player playing towards that bottom third area, so it might be able to be a little bit of a distraction if he gets peeked. Maybe able to get a kill as well. He's going to get one player sends at him. It's Gunwork. He's just trying to be annoying. Iron Rings now. That's going to allow his teammates to plant. The side of Toronto has no idea what's going on right now. They're going to send one player to investigate. That's going to be Mike of all players. He does get shot at, so now the info is there. Bomb's going to go down. Player advantage for Florida.
Yeah, and I think Florida is doing a really good job there of making sure that they know who is in certain positions. I mean, when they saw all of Toronto on A there, I believe Nealer was in P5 before he was able to get info for his team and let them know that B was completely open for their taking.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it works out. I mean, literally, like the distraction plays, like comes out perfect, right? It's like literally just how we wrote it up. But I mean, big also like once they get total side control and stuff, like you know you've got a player watching the flank and everything, and you still are checking that flank, making sure there's no one behind you. So they actually do catch the one player that was on the flank who kind of snuck past everything. So now 4-3 Florida. Got a good chance to tie this one up here as they're going to be on defense. But Mike with the boomstick, he spots you. You surely won't exist anymore. Because we got a B push coming from the side of Toronto. Ooh.
Oh. Reedon's nades are on point today in this match. Mike looking for a pinch possibly here.
Sorry, did you mean Pomage?
Pomage.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hey, you know, let's see what he can do. Maybe he can live up to that name. He's going to maybe go for a snipe here on Iron Rings, but Iron Rings wants no smoke with that shot that Mike has today. He is in a 2v4 situation with his teammate Astro, but Iron Rings is going to get taken out by Astro. And Mike, I guess he picked up an AR there. He's able to get another pick, turning it into a 2v2 situation. Mike trying to keep his life here with 20 HP. He's pulling out that sniper, maybe going to get a pick here on this P3 on tank. He's going to hold it.
Reedon on the flank, picks up one, going for the second one right here, right off the bat. His teammate not going to be close enough to help out right away. Astro gets on the heady immediately. Now, McBain knows Astro has to plant. He's just immediately running towards middle right now. He might get there. It only takes 5 seconds to plant. He's going to get there, no problem. Immediately going to get this bomb down, but McBain knows, obviously, if you're not planting here, he's got to plant over there. Immediately going to check this from top window, pops up, goes down, immediately going to tie this one up 4-4.
Yeah, that was a great play by McBain there. Just absolutely knowing timing on this map is helpful, knowing your timing on diffuses and plants. and that's what won them the round.
Both these teams obviously do a great job with their timings on the map, and also, I mean, Reedon, I tell you what, Reedon, we could use a double kill first blood nade right here. You know, just pop things open. We were down 2 rounds. Get us up 2 would be real nice. Go up 5-4. But obviously Toronto here on defense. We'll see what they can do over there. Reedon 11-6, just trying to prove Jim's wrong. That's good. But 4-4 at the moment. See this bomb in the hand of Nealer. We'll see when they decide to make it. Ooh, Hayden and Iron Rings pick up a kill both early. Now going to be a 2v4.
Florida looking at this B point here, possibly looking to maybe go plant. But they do not know that there's no one on B. But they start to push up and take their chances here. And as you can see, you have still Toronto looking towards A bomb here in the bottom of the mini map. And looks like Nealer's going to go down for a plant. Mike going around for a flank here. Will he catch this guy on top, Solar? And he's going to wait it out here. And it backfires on him. Oh, that's a little rough.
Sometimes you try to make the big brain play and it doesn't pay off, right? But Astro trying to hit this out from on his own is going to get taken down. Florida, they end up securing the round, get another offensive round win on their board, go up 5-4. But that's tough.
It's very tough. But obviously, I think that could have been a good play if he pulled it off. You're picking off the guy not looking at you. You have 1 kill literally right in front of you, but I'm sure the comms were said there, and he turned on him. Unfortunately, that's rough. But 5-4 for Florida here.
You know, Reedon's like, why are you shooting me in the back right now? He's like, what is going on? McMahon's like, my bad. I trolled. But it worked out perfect. So 5-4 now. Obviously, stuff like that happens a lot when you have a numbers advantage. People are just trying to make plays. Mike almost made a fantastic play, but now Florida have the opportunity to end the game here on game point. Toronto down 1. They've got the bomb in hand, trying to work their way towards A. The flank is coming in from the number 1 player, Iron Rings, and he's going to just barely get caught up by Hayden. Hayden spots him out. Should be able to get this kill here. He's calling out like, hey, watch your back at third. He's pushing you. See the number 5 player turn around. It gets taken down though regardless. So the trade does come through, but that's not going to be ideal as you lose Mike of all people. Reedon now though finds his own little gap, pushes up, picks up 1. Now going to be a 2v3.
Yeah, and Florida's doing a really good job here and not being too aggressive on any of these points here. I don't know if Reedon knows if bomb is down there. He's trading in shots here with gunwork on this P5. And we'll see what happens here. Maybe Reedon will ego gel. And he does. And he is going to pick up gunwork.
1v3. Hayden has to try to make something happen. And these players from Florida are not going to give their lives up one bit. 2 players do kind of line up over towards long. There's that. It does get shot in the back just like that. Florida gonna finish the map in a 6-4 fashion to tie this series up 1-1.
Yeah, that was a great round by Florida there. They were absolutely just making sure that they didn't throw their lives away. And then whenever they got to that 3v1 situation, but picking up some, ratty kills, for lack of better words, helps out a team a lot.
Yes, it does. We're going to see the side of Toronto. They do get that first blood on the overload. They get the second one as well as gunwork right back in action, right where we left off. But Astro gets 1 as well. Hayden gets that EMP in hand. They're going to start pushing this one over towards the A side. They got 3 players to beat. Gunwork gets 1. Does get that double stun to the face, though. His teammates try to push up to help him out. Astro from the middle of the map. He's going to spot a couple players out. Picks up 1. He's going to call out, hey, this is the opportunity we need here. Verdan gets 1 there as well. This bomb is wrapping towards the B site now. Iron Rings, though, the player to beat. He's got some teammates here to help him out as well. The first kill does come in their favor. Some team help here, but Iron Rings picks up that kill. He's going to start pushing forward, trying to get something going for the team. Gunwork out of 5. Does just block for now, waiting for the respawn. They've got a chance.
Yeah, I think that was a really good play by Iron Rings. He was able to get that bomb out of his area, around that B bomb. But ultimately, he got picked off, and looks like Florida is going to make a push here.
The side of Toronto still has an opportunity towards that B side. They keep getting some pretty good pressure over there, but Astro trying to push up long does get taken out by Iron Ring of all people. Very good SMG player though, Mike, so he's going to counter that out. Gunwork with a great kill towards the top window, now 7-1 on the map. Teammates are going to fall around him though, does get spotted. The player tries to chow him out with the pistol. It's going to be a bit tough of a gunfight. M15 shoots straight laser beam. So Astro and Long does get Iron Rings. That's going to be helpful. It is going to get traded, but it's just going to delay for now. It doesn't let Florida push up with that EMP, but they're getting some A-side dominance here as McBain trying to get a round ring right now to get a flank kill.
Yeah, and if you're Florida, you really want to be making sure that you keep that B side under wraps. I mean, I find that to be the more preferred side to push when you're coming from that side of the map. But, you know, Toronto spawn, really each point is kind of liked. They're pretty easy to get through if you get the kills, that is. But, you know, it looks like maybe Toronto's going to go for the A-bomb this time.
That's tough. He's laying down in the grass right now, but this bomb wrapping back towards the B side here. A couple players from Florida to beat. Hayden though does get one before going down. Astro gets one as well. You see this bomb just keep wrapping nonstop, right? Just keep the movement going. Try to distract them as much as possible. We see it wrapping back immediately. They stack them all up towards that A side. This is the opportunity. Number 2 and number 1 on the mini map are pushed up, but this bomb is stuck in the middle of the map. This is going to be a little bit sketchy, but they are going to be here. The number 1 player has to push up, try to get some help. Gunwork gets the solo kill with the pistol. Is going to get shot in the back, I think, by McBain. Has to get there, though. The kill does come through. He grabs that AMP. He's just going to B. There's no one here to stop him. The only one's going to be number 2. Has to get there quick. No one going to be able to stop it. They get the free cap just barely at the goal line. Gets it done. And just like that, Florida, they turn a play that looked like it was going to be a guaranteed score for Toronto in their favor.
Yeah, great play by Florida. You know, you got your back against the wall for quite a long time there, but they stayed on top of it there, and they were able to make a good push out together. They're a really good team at sticking together there.
Always looks great, but look at this, another cap coming through on the B side. Dan's just gonna push on up, get that, gets the kill as well, just to put the nail in the coffin.
Ooh.
And they're gonna wrap immediately over towards this new EMP. They've got the opportunity here to get bodies stacked up right away, push on into A. 3 players gonna be there though. Is Florida up 2-0 at the moment, where the series is tied 1-1. Neither though, he's back ring. I mean, he does have a player to beat behind him. That's gonna be Mike. Does get that kill. Now number 1 player Astro knows McBain's in front. They grab that EMP right on back. They've got Redan to beat, but once again, finds himself a good bush. He's ready to go.
Yeah, and he's able to pick up one there, hiding in the bush, but he's going to get picked off there by Hayden in P1. And Mike with the bomb here. Will he take it towards B or A? They like to go into the mid here. Looks like they might go for a push through Zig. And Gunwork's going to get picked. Wow, and Hayden, or Mike with the pistol kill. Toronto getting 1 point on the board.
Not for sure. He was just going to get absolutely pieced up by that Dravic, but he picks up that kill. I mean, the player was already weak, but Mike now 13-8. He's going to be in a good position to maybe stop these players from Florida from preventing anything here, but he's going to go down. Gunwork, he's just going to try to fly on through here. Does sneak kind of by, but does get taken down at the goal line there. 24 seconds left now on the round. Florida going to try to get something on the board. They've got a nice push going towards A. A couple players in the middle of the map to do it, though. Hayden and Mike get those kills. Redan pushing up right now. They got McBain kind of trying to see through, gets taken down as well. Player falls off the map. He's gone. Not enough time to really make anything happen anymore. Not going to get the OT on the round because, you know, there's no halfway OT. So no chance to get another point on the board here. This is how to Florida Puppeteers. Oh, I thought it doesn't extend it to half anymore. Okay, for extra 30 seconds. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that was a great round by Florida there. I mean, the kills don't show it, but, you know, I think 3 of them are going negative on their team, and I think 3 are going positive for Toronto.
On mistakes, right?
But yeah, I mean, this game mode is just all about your life and what you can do with it. And if you're able to maybe make one little push and catch a team on a mistake, you can absolutely get a point on the board. And that's what Florida's doing. They're playing absolutely resilient on the back end, playing really good defense and turning it into offense for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, look at McBain, right? He gets that solo kill towards middle over by Tank, grabs the EMP and just runs it all the way down to B, right? Nice. I have to start calling this guy McBrain or something, because yeah, McJims. So jeez. But Hayden with first blood. Gunwork, Mike, that's 3 right there. Maybe an opportunity to grab this thing, go towards A right off the bat. 1 player going to be behind you. That's going to be Redan. Not going to have an opportunity to get there. Hayden's got to move. He's got to get there quick. This is going to be tied up 2-2. You just got to get there fast. These nades from Florida are perfect. But look at the Florida penetration on the map. You got the number 6 player. He's going to be pushed all the way up towards front B. You got a player over by Tank. But the only problem is if Mike wins that gunfight, he does end up losing. Maybe an opportunity to push that. But now You're gonna see this bomb get capped over at B for free. Just like that, 3-2 in favor of Florida. I guess they're just delaying time-wise to make sure they get
Time
that
on the
dirt
wait.
side control because Toronto spawned on dirt side. They just wanted to make sure they didn't give it up right away.
Yeah, Florida's definitely taking advantage of this, you know, the game mode itself, right? They're taking each moment, each second as a chance to maybe take it their way, right? They're very good at playing it to a T, you know, really just playing it particularly, for a lack of better words there.
Yeah.
But they're doing a really good job here with map control, catching people, over committing to certain plays, and that's how they scored that last point.
Yeah, I mean, did a great job, right? But now Toronto have the bomb in hand. Well, they don't know, but we know the B side's pretty open right now. But obviously, Florida can rotate pretty easily. You get that first kill on the rotation. I'm going to throw that nice little feeler out there. Does get the stun. Iron Ring's, though, weak at this tank. Does pick up a kill. Should be able to get taken down. Does get his health back. Get some damage down. Does go down. The push is still alive for the side of... Oh, jeez. Astro with that kill is absolutely massive. This one's getting Captain McBain. No chance to even stop it. Tied up 3-3. It was great from the side of Toronto. And they've already got players fighting over middle. So they're going to hit a quick flank towards these guys, pushing out their teammates. And they'll have an opportunity to make another play here. There's the number 1 player in Hayden trying to make something happen. They're going to get those kills that they need. They're going to grab this bomb once again. They're going to make their way over towards A.
Yeah, and if you're Toronto, you know, you're making up for these mistakes that you made before in the map, by not by overcommitting, and they're it's paying off. But trades are coming in. Gunwork's going to be able to pick up one here. They might be able to squeeze it into the B side here. It looks like he's going to go for a wrap, Hayden, but he is alone.
If they kill him, they're just going to run it down. They're going to grab it and they're going to run it down. So you're going to have a couple players from Toronto have an opportunity to stop this. Astro's going to be from the middle of the map. Picks up one, gets some good damage on Berdan. I mean, sorry, Iron Ring. Does get taken down there. Some nice kills coming in from Gunwork as he's all the way back. Gets the triple, 24 and 15. Mike's 22 and 16. You're going to see him try to push this one out. Mike gets some decent damage down, but Berdan's going to get the double regardless. They grab this bomb. They start hard charging their way towards B. 2 players from the middle of the map to beat. No one going to be around on B. McBain, he's cross-countrying it up. He gets the score, and just like that, the reset is in. They've also got the chance to get another one here, a relay maybe opportunity. So they've got this tank side control, but the side of Toronto, they're trying to get mid-map control. They don't know what player's pushed up, but that player's going to end up getting a kill. Now they've got to push back.
Yeah, and if you're looking at Toronto again, time and time again, they're just making this, Florida, time and time again, they're making this Toronto team absolutely pay for mistakes that they are making on this map. But it is still close 3-4 here. We'll see what they could do. They're maybe bringing it towards the middle of the map.
Flank. Gotta work on the flank. Picked up one. He's got the EMP. No one around. Yeah, this is a free cap
leaving
right here
him
as
in
well.
the dust.
Oh, he's got one player to beat. If he just gets there, there's a chance. He might stop him. He doesn't get it. Goal line stop, but Mike's there with 3. He's going to run it down. He's going to get all the way there. He's going to grab that. He's going to get that cap. But this one's going to spawn all the way towards dirt side. Toronto going to have a couple players there right off the bat. But Florida, they're going to have all 4 players flooding towards this side of the map immediately. Got to watch out for those flanks. There's Hayden going to be in the middle of the map. Gunwork as well. These players to beat. Gunwork grabs his CMP, starts pushing. His teammate didn't pick up ring. Is going to do it now. Is Mike still on the board? Has that Hellstorm in the back pocket. 30 seconds left. If this one goes to OT, it's going to get spicy quick.
Yeah, and I mean, you got Florida here with 2 down right now, but McBain's trying to figure out what he could do with this EMP, but he's going to get taken out in top cargo. Kind of a weird spot that it's up there, but, well, I guess it respawns in P1. I don't know what happened there exactly, but...
Okay, we do hear the Hellstorm come in. Mike picks up 1 with that. Picks up 2, actually, so maybe a chance to make something happen. 4 seconds remaining, make it 3. They're going to grab this EMP. They're going to make their way over towards A site. They've got all 4 players here, 1 in the middle of the map, 3 pushed up on dirt side. You see Florida trying to counter. The retake is kind of in right now. Hayden just tries to sneak through. He almost makes it happen, but Mike picks up 2, gets taken down. Astro gets the kill, gets the cap, wins it for the team, and just like that, up 2-1 are going to be the Toronto Falters on the series.
Oh, what a nail biter. Absolutely. You know, I thought Florida was maybe gonna pull it there, but looks like a few gunfights didn't go their way, and Toronto was able to just, you know, layer their players through to the next point and was able to get that point.
I just gotta say, Shout out Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This series 2-1 lead to Toronto Falters. We'll see if they can end it here or if Florida Puppeteers can get us to a map 5. But just like that, the P1 off to a mixy start. Kills nonstop back and forth. McBain almost gets that last one, but Hayden clutches it up at the very end. His teammates are going to be there to help reinforce him. This one's going to be contested, I'm pretty sure, the entire time. We'll see how it goes. Both these teams just trying to flood it back and forth. Gunwork is absolutely cooking with that Razor. We'll see if he can keep moving.
Yeah, and like I said, in that P1 on this map, Blackheart, this Razor is absolutely dominant. I mean, as you can see, he's already picked up 3 in the hill, and he's able to hold this time for his team. But Hayden is going to get taken out by McBain in that U or window cut there. And they're looking at maybe chaining these hills to maybe go into P2.
We'll see if they can make it happen. Toronto, we saw on the classes, they did a great job with spawn. We'll see if they can do it again here. So far, doing a great job. They did flip the map. We'll see how they can hold on to it. His Iron Ring's going to push it to the hill, picks up one, gets the second on the time, killing the one in the back and the one on time is massive. One pushes the front, takes care of it, no problem. This guy on the SMG is very scary when he's popping off, and he's doing just so right now. He's got the Razor in the hand now. He just picked it up. His teammate McBain trying to help him get these spawns. Gunwork finally going to take him down, pushes in with that Razor, gets taken down. Well, trying to use it. Florida doing a great job fighting from the front.
Yeah, and Toronto's back in the hill. They're getting spawns here, and it looks like they might get taken out. Yep, you got some Florida players spawning over there in the back of P4, but Astro is giving them a hard time to get into the hill even with that 15 seconds there.
Yeah, I mean, that like 2-3 seconds of contest where he's just gunfighting is probably going to help. It's going to help a lot in the end, right? Like, it always comes back around. But Florida, 3 players pushing through this P3 right now, trying to get to the back. Got a couple players from Toronto beat. They're going to start picking them off. Never mind. Mike picks up 2, looking for a bit more. Gunwork going to be there to help clean up as well. Now, going to have 2 players pushing towards way outer, towards that P5. So you got to watch out for that. Make it 3, 1 from P1. Side of Toronto, though, ready for this. They don't see anyone from the front. Watch the back. Here we go. Gunwork going to pick up 1. Renan picks up 2. Massive kills. Hayden, though, trying to stay alive with the boys. We're going to see some Narnia spawns from Florida and from Toronto. These guys are messing up their spawns together. But Renan just trying to play alive. He does a good job here. His teammates trying to get back to him. Mike just still getting kills all around him.
Yeah, and if you're a Florida player here, you gotta understand that there are some guys spawning out with you and in the back. Just there a few seconds ago on those parallels, you want to be aware of those. You can maybe even catch some guys by hitting some cross plays through that P1 time to get towards P5.
We're going to see the side of Florida here. Have a 20-second lead at the moment. Going to basically, well, pretty close to a 30-second lead, but they're going to have this P4 in the favor of Toronto. They've got the spawns. They're fighting over that P2 area, obviously making sure nothing happens. Now they're going to fall off the map. Playing like Jim's out here. You're not wrong, Jim's. He plays a lot like you. I'm just kidding. But the number 8 player, Asher, being annoying. He's at that bottom window. He's in that side corner. Picks up 1. Gets some damage on the second, but, just delay. Let your teammates deal with it. Call them out. Make sure you get as much info as possible. We're going to see this push coming from the front. And this side of Toronto did a great job shutting down the initial push. And they're going to respawn very close. 2 players coming through middle. 1 going to hitting, well, 2 going to hit window. Maybe 3. But 1 coming from that far side of the map. Florida trying to hit this one out. 20 seconds remaining. Toronto, though, they sent a player through. They want to flip these spawns. Gunwork is going to try to go for that. Florida, though, they spawn up close. They realize they got to stay here, so they're going to do just that. And Toronto now have to break. And Gunwork is just walking right through.
Yeah, and Gunwork just did a really good job there, even though he lost his life there. He did a really good job at understanding where those players are going to go out and spawn by just pushing them and maybe even flipping for new here. So, but all these Florida players are spawning in the back here, maybe wanting to break this from Mike. Mike is stunned. And he's going to pick one up there on Kneeler. And they're gonna spawn out. Florida's going to spawn out there.
Yeah, Florida. They're going to be on the outside. 40 seconds remaining on this hard point. Toronto, though, trying to get back on the time, and Redan just making it impossible. Picking up some nice kills. 1 more to his name. Picks up 3 total there. Nice little double kill coming out of him. Gonna pick up another. Got another one to beat in the middle. This guy's unstoppable. He's on a 6. Has the Hellstorm in the back pocket. He's going to almost get another in the back, but that's Mike you're dealing with. He's 20 and 8 on the map. All the way back in his full-on respawn dominance. He was great in the S&D as well with the sniper in hand. But we see the side of Toronto starting to get a little bit more aggressive. They want to get a lot more map control. They want it fast.
Yeah, And if you're Toronto, you got to be feeling pretty good about this game so far. You know, you're flipping the map to your advantage, getting spawns. Look, they even just got P2 spawns just now, but McBain is gonna get a trade there. Trades are going out. Gunwork picks up 2 with the Razor again. An absolute terror of a gun to run into on P1s in this map.
Ooh, Mike's off shooting, gets taken down. Iron Rings, though, has to try to stay alive, gets taken down. Hayden just flying around with the AR right now. I noticed like the side of Toronto loves to run like 2 and sometimes even 3 ARs randomly. They'll pull out a third, which is kind of crazy. But they'll run 2 like nonstop, even on the P1. So I obviously feel very comfortable with it. We see the ARs doing just fine. But Toronto up by about double. They've got the spawn control, and Astro just full secures it, gets the pre-nade, plus also gets that kill with the Dravik, and just like that, you see Toronto just all run back. They know they've got to secure this P2 time. Do a great job on the P1 contesting and getting as much time as possible. Now P2 locked and ready to go.
Yeah, and Toronto's already going towards P4 to pick up these guys spawning, or trying to take spawns, but they get taken out there, and they get Mike as well.
That's a perfect break.
Yeah, that was textbook break by Toronto or Florida there.
See if they can hold the spawns. Redan gonna be the back. Does get taken down. Gunwork has that Razor. That's gonna be a little annoying. Mike trying to hit the front here as teammates hit from the back. Florida gonna be pushing from the other side. Mike popping off so hard, he's got to start killing teammates. You know how it is. Try to nerf the team somehow, but Astro, he's trying to hold that middle right now. Got a lot of players to beat. His teammates off respawn are gonna push back up, but Florida, they've been able to fight from the front of P2 before. We'll see if they do it again here, or if Toronto, like they're doing right now, they just rotate. They get spawns for new. They just say, hey, let's play for P3.
Yeah, I think this is a great play by Toronto. You're up in numbers. You're up in numbers, and you're up in points here. You want to try to get these spawns. They're playing textbook hardpoint. Get the spawns, get the kills, and then start to push out. And that's what they're doing. They're doing it to a T.
Great job here for Toronto. One new. We'll see they get the 3 early kills. One more player beat in middle. They get that kill as well. Should get a free about 10 seconds from that. As we're going to see the side of Florida, they're going to spawn all the way over towards this P4. They're going to rush up from there, but Astro, he's going to get a quick flank, picks up 2, gets some info on the last one, because he's going to be up towards window there. And Toronto should get some more decent time off this here. Push coming in. Tyler gets a nice kill from the front. Maybe going to be able to keep on going. He gets a second. He's going to push on in, keep it contested. His teammates are here to help him out. Actually, they're not. I don't know what I'm seeing on the map. I'm blind, apparently, but they're going to spawn up P4. 20 seconds remaining. You got to think they're just going to play for the back, play for those spawns. It's Toronto, look at these little guys already running towards the back of P2, trying to get the new spawns, trying to fight over the one player that's going to be there. It's going to be Nyler. Does need some help. He should get it.
Yeah, Toronto's definitely playing a little bit of a cat and mouse game here. Just flipping them out. They almost gave up 20 seconds there for this next hill, but they're just playing the time to their advantage. Mike with a 2 with his Hellstorm as well. You're hurting a little bit if you're Florida here, but they are all over hill. But Hayden's in the back here looking for a kill. Looks like Iron's going to pick him up, and it looks like Astro's able to pick up one in front of the hill.
Yeah, Toronto once again flooding towards the back. Nyler is going to get taken down. Gunwork with that Razor once again. Florida Puppeteers have to hit this front. I mean, Toronto all the way up to 2:15 at the moment. Getting dangerously close to ending this. 35 more seconds and it's going to be over. Florida Puppeteers trying to just spam hit it as much as they can. Iron Rings, though, he's going to hit it from that side. Does get a kill, just trying to stay alive. He is going to go down. His teammates are going to be here, though. McBain trying to clean something up. Needs a little bit of team help. They're going to be close. He goes for the stab, doesn't quite get it, and Mike is unstoppable. Gets 2 more before going down. 33 and 17 on the map. Now, we got to rotate for the P4. I mean, sorry, the P5 here. And you're going to see the side of Toronto. They had a player in the back spawn, but he's going to give it up as Nyler just sneaks right on back there. They have to get on this time very quickly, though.
Yeah, and I can see Nyler there. He's trying to break that flip that Toronto is doing to them time and time again, but they are just staying strong to it. But Iron Rings is able to pick up 2 there, and Toronto is now flipping out. We'll see one on P3 here, a good fight between Iron and Hayden, but Hayden's going to come out on top, and he's going to maybe hit back.
Redan now has to clutch up. Hey, that's big. A team kill coming out of Mike right there. That's going to help out the side of Florida. Get some bodies back here quickly. But now Toronto very close once again. 15 more seconds. This one's going to be done. Florida Puppeteers have to play absolutely perfect. Berdan's going to pick up one, looking for a bit more. Does get taken down. That's 3. Make it 4 in favor of Toronto. They're going to be back on this time. No one really close enough at all from Florida to even contest this. 4 seconds left. Make it 3. Yeah, this one's going to be done. The series is over. 250 to 158. 3-1 overall series to the side of Toronto as they play a fantastic back and forth series.
Yeah, I agree. You got to give it to Toronto for this win. I mean, they just absolutely controlled spawns on this map, and it might not seem like it. It might seem more of a bang out to most people, but Blackheart, you know, spawns really do matter. You really want to get those spawns so you're